up, guys? Welcome back to Millionaire Gaming. So today we're playing Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 for the PlayStation 1. I'm here with...
3-0-bits once again, I'm back.
So today, today we're doing another Tony Hawk's level, and we're doing Alcatraz. So Alcatraz, it is very rough. This level is one of the worst levels for me on this game. It pisses me off immensely, and I did not have fun playing this. What's your opinion on Alcatraz, man?
Well, I think the one thing you gotta say with these kind of levels is that this is all on the PS1, so you know, everybody watching has gotta remember, Alcatraz was a really easy level on the PS2, so it's really crazy to hear somebody say Alcatraz was rough, but it really is with the engine that the first two games, because this is all on the first two games' engine, with the engine that those two games ran on, and then the draw distance, the graphics are just really, you know, not that good.
Yeah.
And, you know, all that coming into account makes it more challenging.
Yeah, and as you can tell, it's very simplified, the level layout, because there's missing the huge ass ramp that you're supposed to do. Like, they put a lot of stuff away on this game, and it's like very annoying. And
once again, map's looking dead.
Yeah, it's pretty dead. There's no mini games of playing baseball or seeing like the convict escape or anything. There's no.
I'm gonna ask you this question. I'm gonna ask you this big question. Is the crane mission still in here?
No, it is not.
Go figure.
Yeah, it is. It's rough, dude. Like I said, there's nothing in this level. I know I usually try not to be very pessimistic on these things, but look, they took out so much stuff. Like, you remember how you had the where you're supposed to go so fast and see how far of a distance you can get? Nothing.
Now we're ollieing the bump. This is I've noticed in most of these games for the in the PS the 3 and 4 on the PS1. For both of those games, most of pretty much every mission is just doing a task of like a trick at a certain spot, but there's like no twist to it, you know?
Yeah.
There's absolutely no twist, like you go on a crane or you go for the farthest distance or anything. This is all, you know, this is all like this is pretty much was classic mode in THPS 4?
No.
Alright, so I was gonna say, if this is as close as you're gonna get to classic mode on the PS2 levels for the 3 and 4 games by playing the PS1 titles. It's gonna be a much watered down game, but this is as close as you can get to collecting certain things and doing all that with the timing and stuff like that.
Yeah, as you see, they put a lot of stuff leveled down, because on this one you were supposed to collect 32 of them, you're only collecting 5. And though, yeah, they're all scattered all over the place, but there's really not in here. Like, you can only do so much. The only thing that they've given you as a secret hidden area is the prison, like the jail cell and stuff. That's pretty much it. That's all you get on this game. It's kind of stupid,
I will
in my
say,
opinion.
I've noticed in the last, you know, throughout this whole playthrough you've been doing, I really like how they added a balance meter. You know, it's better than how like the first games. I don't know. Did 2 have a balance meter or no?
They only had a manual balance meter, not a grinding.
Yeah, but it's nice that they added that in, and it's also nice. I will admit, it's nice that there is the free roam option when you're not doing missions like in the PS2 title.
Yeah.
But let's see. We have to slide grind. Okay.
Yeah, this is one of the easiest missions that you're gonna get on this fucking level. It's just grinding the switch so you can fall into the things to go into the cell. See? It's a whole separate thing.
You just get stat points randomly.
Yeah, and then you got a competition level, which is... Well, there's always a competition in each level that they have.
I will say, though, the plus side to competition in here is it's probably, at least in this level, the perfect place to do one on this game, because you don't have to worry about, like I said in the last video, one of the most important things is being able to look and see what you can do on certain skate spots, and the draw distance really messes that up because you can't see that far. But on this, there is no draw distance issues because of how small the space is. It's all loaded in, which is great.
Yeah, and so this is a key thing that I figured out since playing Pro Skater 1 and 2 back in the day. Like, not manuals, grab tricks get you the most points, as for flip tricks does not. And I'll tell you, the flip tricks on this game are very ridiculous. Like, to do a triple, it's so hard. Like, it took a good 10 minutes just to figure it out for myself. And I only did it a few times on the next level, which is Kona, but I won't spoil it too much for us. But just this level is it's so bland. It's terrible.
There's not the police rangers that you have to do to hit the guy off the ledge. That was a really fun mission to do.
Yeah, Ranger Bob. Yeah, he's not in this game.
Yeah. All that's gone. There's like probably no voice acting.
There is nothing. All you hear is the guy grunting every time you bail. And that's pretty much it. And then it's just like, it's like, oh!
Man. Dude, but like I said, at least the competitions are in enclosed areas that you can see pretty well.
Oh no,
and you can,
no, it's
you
not.
can tell by
actually,
level design.
You can actually leave the competition, dude, because like in the Kona level, there's a competition in there, as well as the San Francisco level, as well as college. You could still move freely of the whole entire like the area. There's no limitation to it.
Maybe this is in there. Maybe the competition start is here because it is a vert area, so you can do more grab tricks to get more points.
It might be. All I know is definitely these grabs are kind of hard, and I'll tell you, these special tricks are one of the hardest things to do on this damn game. But, you know, I always skip the last run if I do good enough. I mean...
Oh yeah, no need to do a third round.
Yeah, and then this one was kind of challenging too. Grinding across the lines to make the way for the lights, it's weird. Like, unless you have enough balance in air and speed or ollie, you're not going to be able to complete this thing, because it's so botched. It's horrible.
Oh yeah, I can clearly see that, and then, I mean, the time limit's pretty decent, at least for this one.
It is. Yeah, see, it's
you gotta
like,
get some good air there, though.
Yeah, it's like you gotta get speed as well as air. And
there's always a couple missions in any Tony Hawk game where I'm always like, you know what, maybe I'll come back to it. I'll come back to this when my stats are risen. Because this seems like one where you'd want to have your stats kind of higher up on.
Alright, this one's a pain in my ass. This was one of the hardest challenges on this level, because I didn't know at first what you're supposed to do, but I originally thought you're supposed to go down to the area to get it. But the order to get it, you actually have to grind across the thing manually, do a revert, do another manual, grind into to the O down by the port. And it's so fucking tedious, dude. Like, unless you have good stats, you're kind of not going to be able to do it perfectly on the first try. I did it many times.
And obviously, this is jump cutted, so you guys don't have to see all that.
Yeah, of course, because I don't think anybody really wants to see this one. And
if only they could hear your audio of you, like...
Dude, I would tell you I would probably get very badly,
demonetized.
Yeah, because, like,
nice yellow dollar sign.
It's because I would be screaming bad obscenities, like... I kept saying fuck and everything. It was just horrible.
Words you will not repeat it this time.
Yeah, it's just, I kept saying every word under the sun, but not in a good fashion. So, I kind of, it's weird. So they make you do a hard skate and then a regular skate. Kind of like how they do a hard combo and then a regular combo. Which I don't get that. You could have just done something else. But I guess they're trying to do...
It feels tedious to, like... I don't know. If they wanted to give so many missions where you have to, you know, get like items. They should have done like different things. I'm sure they could have had enough resources in the disc to fit different images like that, even if they were like crappy. Sorry about the little voice crack there. Crappy JPEG images. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they could have done like collect, I don't know, police badges, collect handcuffs, anything that had to do with Alcatraz, and not like skate easy, skate medium, skate hard, combo easy, combo medium, combo hard, because it's just tedious. You're collecting the same thing, and you know, because like even the original games, I'm pretty sure it was just collect combo and skate one time.
Yeah.
And you didn't even have to worry about it. But in this, it's like, come on now.
Yeah, and it's kind of annoying because you're always going to have a rookie score and then a high score, pro score, an extreme score, and then a high combo. And it's so stupid that they do the same shit over and over again.
So many different like points that you need to get.
And the best part, when you're doing the combo part, they expect you to get an X amount of points in 20 seconds. Unless you're like really good at this game, it's almost impossible. Like, example, this is a high combo, and you're supposed to get 60,000 points in a certain area, and it's kind of hard to do it when you're kind of like stuck and confined to one small space. Like, I got lucky a few times on this level. Like, some of these things took a long ass time.
You know what this game, these 2, 3, and 4 are on the PS1? You know what they are, man? They're like a deal that Sony made with Neversoft. They're like, hey, have people make shitty ports of your really cool new games for the PS1, and then people that didn't feel like upgrading are gonna be like, oh, what's the point of upgrading when I can get it on the system I have now? And they'll be so disappointed with how shitty it is. They'll go and buy PS2 so they can play the superior version. That's probably what this shit is, man. Because I don't know how anybody looked at this and was like, yeah, this is acceptable. Like, it's not really fun.
No, it isn't, dude. I could tell you, I want to pull my hair out at times when I was playing this thing.
Like, it's one thing for somebody to go, hey, you know... Well, you know what, though? It's kind of a Tony Hawk cult... Not... What do you call it? It's like of the fashion of the game to have a shitty port of that game.
Yeah.
Like, if it's an old Tony Hawk game that's good, it's got a shitty port. I mean, look at the GBA Underground ports. Underground, really good game. The GBA port, really shitty. Imagine Underground on the PS1.
I don't plan to do it. I'll just tell you that. I'm not looking forward to doing that if I ever have to do it.
And then what was there? Proving Ground on the DS. But I will say this. There are a couple ports that were good. For example, Thug 2 Remix. That was good. Project 8 on the PS2 was actually pretty good. So was Proving Ground. As well as Project 8 on the PSP. And Skateland was also not that bad.
Yeah, Skateland I have. I mean, as you've seen, I have it on my channel. And I did freaking Downhill Jam, as well as Proving Ground for the DS. Hell, I don't even care about freaking Downhill Jam. I actually kind of enjoyed playing it on the DS, because it's like a breath of fresh air. And it's funny to say, I actually have Downhill Jam on PlayStation 2 that I eventually will play, but who knows when I'll fucking get to it.
And like, remember guys, when I trash on this game, it's not because of the graphics, because I feel like somebody's gonna say, well, you just called Skateland a good game, and that the graphics in that are worse than this. And it's like, you know what I mean? It's that game is fun because it works better. The missions are a lot more fun, and there's actually like NPC cars and like stuff like that.
Don't forget cutscenes.
And cutscenes, yeah, exactly, and stuff like that. This game is kind of just. It kind of was an afterthought. It really was just to get money from people who didn't upgrade. I don't see any effort put into it because. You're kind of tied down when you're working with old hardware. I mean, nowadays that's not really true because the new like games that are coming out like this month and next month, they're going to be available on the PS5 and PS4, and they're going to be pretty much the same, just with better graphics. But back then, the PS2 jump with graphics was a lot different, and hardware as well was a lot better than on the PS1.
Yeah.
So I get it, they're tied down, there's not much they can do. But at the same time, I feel like there's more that they could have done because the first two games were pretty good. They weren't bad at all, and they're on the same engine as this, so you would think, okay, well, if you like those, you'll like this. But it's like, this is just... This has nothing to it. The other games had so many missions or goals. They're officially called goals. I don't know why I keep calling them missions. But they had all these goals that were different. They were kind of the same in the sense, but they were still different. These are all the same. These are all getting high points. And yeah, the other games had like 3. But this one has like... You need to, like... So many. There's like, what, 5 high goal point goals?
Yeah, see? There's another one. Extreme score. 200,000 point combo. So, I mean, like I said, I wish they would work on it a little bit more. I mean, then again, we're just, fucking ranting about this game, but it's just, it's rough, dude. It really is rough. Especially because, like, I put a lot of work and effort into this fucking game, and it's so far as to show nothing. There's no AMV, there's no FMV, there's nothing. And so far, I can't even listen to the music because half of them are freaking botched. Most of them are just freaking very small tracks, or they censor a lot of it. Like, they even censored freaking bloodstains.
They actually take a lot out of They take a lot out of the ports on Tony Hawk games. I remember the N64 cartridge for the original Tony Hawk's Pro Skater actually didn't have that little, that little like bass line in I think I read this. I don't know if it's true because I haven't played the N64 version in a long time. But I heard that the little bass line that plays during the main menu theme isn't in the cartridge version of the N64. That might not be true, but I think it is.
Yeah, that's so stupid, dude.
It's because they couldn't fit all. They had to save enough space on the cartridge, so they had to cut it in half. That's probably what happened here. The discs on the PS1 weren't, obviously don't have as much storage as the ones on the PS2, so they had to cut some stuff.
Yeah, dude, I'll tell you, this challenge was the worst. This one was the one that actually made me scream, and I don't usually get like that. Well, I got so infuriated with it so much. Like, you could tell when a certain game just gets on your nerves. Like, I feel like you probably know what it's like to have certain games that just hurt you to your bitter core, and then, like, just so you can get fucked over on it.
Oh yeah, like pretty much any game that I've tried, like trying to play Doom on Ultra Nightmare or Nightmare mode or whatever, because the enemies don't even die in that. When they come back, they get up. And it's like...
And then also, they always include a horse. That's the final challenge that they have. We have pro-specific goals, too, later in the game. I don't know when that's happening, but I feel like it's probably after we show or finish up Kona, as well as finish up with London. But yeah, there's pro-specific goals that we have to do. And it's not going to be good. It's not going to be fun. All I know
I mentioned... Oh, I'm sorry, you can go ahead.
I'll go ahead now.
What I was gonna say was, when I mentioned earlier about the underground PS1 version, if they ever made one, I never thought when I said that about actually how much worse it would be than this, because that game had a lot more than 3 and 4 had. For example, like driving the car and like all those like in-game cutscenes, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the ones where where the PS1 would never be able to do that till, like...
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, that's the fucking entire Alcatraz level. There was nothing special. So with that, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.
And I'll see y'all next time as well.
Peace out.
Bye.